What's going on, word? It's your guy, Natejonesonbass. Welcome back to Stories from the Road. And there was so many other people. I know I'm leaving out some people, but hey, listen, I'm sorry. I saw him with my own eyes go inside a studio. 20 to 25,000 people screaming for Hov, and come out the studio with like 7 records.
Turn it up, turn the bass, turn it up, turn the bass, turn it up, turn the bass, turn the what?
I got an amazing story for you. I don't know if you can see this right here, but this one was monumental for me in my career and legendary moment. This was the dedication of the Martin Luther King ceremony, the statue that they did in DC. So I almost messed up on this one as far as the opportunity because of my fears. I got a call from a well-known musical director by the name of Ray Chu. I call him Uncle Ray Chu. So Uncle Ray is known for the Showtime at the Apollo, and he's done countless of award shows. So he called me for this. I was very nervous because at the time, the gigs that I had didn't require sight reading. So my sight reading was at like, let's say 60, 61%. So in my mind, I was like, I don't want to be exposed because my sight reading is not together. So I stalled, and then finally he gave me a call again. He says, Nate, what are you doing? Stevie Wonder is waiting for you. Sheryl Crow is waiting for you. James Taylor is waiting for you. We're waiting for you. I see you at rehearsal. So we get to the rehearsal, first day of rehearsal in DC, and I learned very quickly, rehearsal was at 9. I got there like around 10 to, thinking I was, on time. I'm on time. Big mistake. These people were there like, the band, they were there like 8:15. And I'm a young pup, so I'm like, I'm here. And they're like, no, you're technically late. I said, no, but I was. So that's the first thing I learned. Did the rehearsal, got through the charts, gave Ray a little bit more because I know he's used to that. That was amazing. He was cool. Artist is happy. Music director happy. I'm good. So now, the day of the show, it hit me like a ton of bricks that what was happening. I saw the statue and it immediately just like felt like it just became a bigger gig. Just to see, I knew what we were doing, but just to see it, I was like, oh my God, this is like huge. I turn around, I see Dick Gregory, and I'm like, I'm such a big fan. Then I see rest in peace Dick Gregory, and I see John Lewis, rest in peace John Lewis, and a bunch of activists. Like this is like 10,000 people. So we had Stevie Wonder, we had Sheryl Crow, we had James Taylor on the gig. Aretha Franklin is backstage. It's monumental. So we're doing the gig. It's going good. Getting through the charts, a lot of charts. And then it happens. Everybody's doing well. Stevie Wonder gets on the stage. And I got 3 Stevie Wonder stories that I've got a chance to work with him. I'll tell you this one. So I got my chart in front of me. Let's go, Stevie. Come on, count it off. I'm ready for you, baby, this time. Stevie starts playing the song in another key. I'm like, Stevie, Mr. Stevie, the chart right here, this is not the key. Start again. Hold on, 10,000 people watching. Start again. No, he's not gonna start again because it's Stevie Wonder. And you better get your thing together over here. So I thought my career was over, but I made it through and it was great. Again, Uncle Ray's happy, I'm happy, the artist is happy. Let me go back. Something happened in soundcheck that was very interesting. And Mr. James Taylor, we were playing, and Mr. James Taylor, he said, hey man, you sound great. Can we pull back a little bit? I know Ray's used to Uncle Artie playing a little bit more, so I was like, giving Uncle Ray what he wanted. He asked me, and I'm looking at Uncle Ray, I'm looking at him, nobody's saying nothing. I'm like, okay, Nate, what do you do? This is a pickle, what do you do? And finally I made the decision, I said, I'm gonna go with Uncle Ray because he's the one that's paying me, he's the one that's hiring me. Thank God I did that. So now we fast forward to the gig, so we get through all of that stuff. Lettucey kills it, Sheryl Crow kills it, James Taylor, of course, he kills it. Who else was on that? Stevie Wonder kills it. A few surprises, songs that we didn't rehearse that we threw in, but I was like, I'm with it. I had that. I'm grateful for that. After the show, I learned a very valuable lesson. Usually me, after the show, I give 1,000%. I put the bass down, I'm done. See you the next day, then I'll play again. Stevie Wonder, there was a piano backstage. Stevie Wonder starts jamming out backstage with all these people. Like, check out this song I wrote. Like, still writing at his age. At that age, he was then. I don't have the exact number, but just for him to just have that passion and just love for the music, and man, it just taught me so much. And I immediately started writing more. So for this gig, I learned about punctuality. I learned about being more professional, being a part of a historical event. I learned about staying ready and getting ready. You gotta stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready. As far as your craft. What else I learned? And to be a kid at heart and keep writing. So that's my story. Hopefully you enjoyed this story from the road. Your guy Nate Jones on bass. See you guys in a minute.